These are my top 5 things. Look, come close. These are my top 5 things I recommend. These are my top 5 things I recommend to every single freshman going to high school. I just graduated, big 2025. All right, look, numero uno. All right, number one, when you walk into those doors in high school, it's going to be so many different people that you come across or are around. And look, it's going to be so many different energies and frequencies, and this goes for everybody. You need to be highly selective about who you give your attention, energy, and mind to, and your presence. This goes for anybody anywhere. You have to be highly selective about who deserves and who receives your attention, your influence, your time, your energy, your love, your presence. Did I say that? I don't know. You have to be very careful about who you're giving this to, because it can really alter the way your experience goes in life. So all y'all freshmen, I want y'all to be very careful about what you're deciding to invest your energy in, because at the end of the day, it's an investment. You can invest in people that's going to push you to be a better person, and that's going to help you get money, help you get females, help you boost your confidence, help you learn how to communicate, help you do all types of things, help you get your grades up, help you learn how to do certain things, school-wise, money-wise, female-wise, and they can tear you down the same way. Be careful. And look, this is a side note. Do not be scared to cut people off. Do not be intimidated. Do not feel bad about cutting people off in order to preserve your energy and your mental state. Cut them off. If you notice anything, any trait that's going to slowly drag you down in the long run, or slowly steer you off your path, cut them off. Okay, that's number one. Number two, school is not hard. Look, school, honestly, that's coming from somebody who's taken dual enrollment, AP, and honors courses, all of the above. School is not hard. It all just boiled down to what you deem worth doing or not. Me personally, I didn't plan on what college I wanted to attend. I just was like, look, I just know if I take all these hard classes, come the time for me to make my decision, it's not going to be stressful. I'm going to have a lot of options. So I took all these hard classes thinking it was going to be hard. Honestly, they're not hard. You just got to do the work. It's nothing that's going to be like, oh, I've never spent a night studying. And, I'm alive. I've never had a C until 12th grade. So I've never had a C until 12th grade. And even when I did have C's in all my other classes, it's easy to bring up. The teachers don't want you to have C's. And so taking these hard classes, it's really just a way where you can push yourself and help better your discipline. And at the end of the day, it's never going to be too hard. A lot of this stuff seems harder than it seems. And so I encourage you to take these classes that's going to look more attractive to these colleges, because at the end of the day, none of them were extremely hard at all. And none of them I would deem hard. Unless, look, big unless. Look, listen, if y'all ever come across somebody who has decided with their right mind to take AP Chemistry 2, just let them do their thing. Don't mess with them. You don't want any conflicts with these type people. Because if they took AP Chemistry 2, they not fully right in the head. I'm not gonna lie. If you decided that the summer before your school year, you wanted to memorize all of the periodic table just for the hex and giggles of it, you got it, gang. I don't got nothing to do with that. Okay, that's not my boat, and I'm not sad that I'm not on it. Okay. Number three. This is a very This is a very highly important thing that I recommend to everybody. Once you get high school, you're gonna start getting jobs. A lot of y'all turning 16. I mean, hopefully everybody is turning 16 or something. So y'all are gonna be getting jobs. A lot of y'all learn how to save, budget, and invest. When I tell you, I wish I knew these things, and even when I did know them, I ain't do it. Even if you know it, do it. It's a difference between knowing and doing. And everybody say, oh, it's never too soon to start. Look, I'm gonna keep it a beat. I'm gonna be fully transparent. If I had to assume how much I've spent throughout my 4 years of high school, I've spent $10,000 sophomore year alone, and I can only assume that I've spent over $20,000. And I don't even have a car to show for it. I don't got no Cuban link. If you told me to pull out everything that's worth $20,000, I couldn't pull out $10,000. I think I could not. So learn how to budget, save, and invest. I can teach y'all about those in other videos if y'all want, but these are highly recommended and highly important. You'll be walking out of high school with just racks on racks on racks. What did Baby Smooth say? Little boy money spread, big old boy. He said little boy money spread, something like that. You want that bag, okay? Like Baby Smooth said, you want that bag. So if you start saving out of every one of your paychecks, starting freshman year or whenever you start and get that job, you will leave high school with racks. Not gonna lie, it's an easy way to get racks. Number four. This has something to do with the jobs. You want to have jobs that will push you or help you grow skill wise, intellectually wise, and comfort zone wise. So you feel me? You want a job that's gonna push you out your comfort zone, or a job that's gonna teach you new skills. And because look, when you take them manual labor jobs, like look, I worked at Chick-fil-A twice. It's very draining. It's very draining on your mind and your body and your patience. And honestly, you're not gonna have the energy to put towards things that actually deserve it. Okay, like your school, like your other outside relationships. You're not gonna have none of the energy to do none of that because you're draining your life, slaving away in a job that isn't helping you grow in any sort of fashion. Now it's gonna be some people, they're gonna love their little Chick-fil-A job, they're gonna love their little Taco Bell job, they're gonna love it. But I just recommend you at least try to find something that's gonna teach you skills or help you grow smarter in certain fields. I've had a salesman job where I was selling clothes in a mall, like a salesman on a kiosk. I was chasing people down. Yo, come here. Let me tell you about our brand. I was annoying people, ignoring me, walking past, running. No, thank you. Nah, come here. You feel me? I was doing all that, and it taught me how to communicate. I was a big introvert. It taught me how to communicate. It taught me how to sales people. It taught me how to run a business. I learned so many things on the other side of it about how to run a business and open all this stuff. And I also worked a social media job where I was the cameraman and film producer / editor for a basketball training facility. And so these jobs taught me skills that I can apply to my own life. And I was not depressed clocking out, coming home afterwards. I wasn't. I was at peace. I was learning. I was happy. You feel me? So find you a job or just look for jobs that's going to be like that to you. Number 5, last but not least, make new experiences. Try and make as many experiences as you can. That comes with meeting people, signing up for different things outside of school, traveling this spot, that spot, doing this, that, and the third, because you never know where it's going to take you. I've all the people I've known, I've had the most random, spontaneous side quests just from putting myself out there and seizing opportunities when they came my way. And you won't regret it. You're going to learn so much. You're going to feel way more fulfilled. And this is a quote I'm going to leave y'all with. Don't let fear stop you, because on the other side of fear is fulfillment. Yes, I paused for effect. It's not because I forgot what it was. On the other side of fear is fulfillment. And if you want to feel fulfilled, and if you want to grow and you want to push yourself, I challenge you to push yourself. Because if you don't, you are going to be depressed and you're not going to enjoy life as much as you would if you decided to ignore your fears and go for what you wanted to do and push yourself out there. And is that slap simple? I'm Leo with that. I hope y'all learned some things. I hope y'all take these points to heart. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all later. How I want to end it. Which camera?